I think we are live. Welcome to the SPF podcast playoffs preview. We just had the play-in games heading into the main bracket. We've got all the hot action and bracketology breakdown right here. I'm Dylan. This is Carter. Hello, Carter.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I am not yet eliminated, but we'll see where I am in 3 days.
I'm not eliminated either. Life is good.
Well, you've got an extra life. I'm every game's elimination is tournament stock for me, so I'll have to sweat it out.
It's
Um,
okay. Most of us are used to only having one life, so
that's true.
should come easy.
YOLO, as they say.
Yeah,
All
as the
right,
kids do say.
exactly. All right. Let's break down the play-in games.
And I honestly have no memory of any of these games, so this will be
Perfect. Yep.
my
Uh, so
good
this
prognosis after days potentially, but who's to say? Who's to say?
Yes. So here we had Brantley versus Screwy Drew, the ride on D's nuts, and the Grandview Grambles. Grandview Grambles, had a very interesting season, changing owners early on, completely overhauling the team, bringing the namesake Ride On against Ride On These Nuts, and Ride On These Nuts had high expectations going into the season, powerful draft, but couldn't quite turn it into wins. So they're fighting for their lives to make the tournament.
Yeah, I think the Grandview Grambles really the Washington Commanders of this league. Going through multiple ownership, a torrid past, trying to put their best foot forward though, and I love the start of that with bringing the opponent's team's namesake. I think that sends a powerful message. I think it shows that you prepared, and I'm excited to see how it turns out for them.
Absolutely. So yeah, so let's see how the games went. We've seen a lot of this Klefki from Brand this year. It's a really good prankster user.
And I gotta say that moment there when you fake out, you protect the wrong dude and
And they
get to
get
fake
faked
out the
out.
other guy,
Yeah,
kicked straight to the nuts. But a great switch here from Brantley.
yeah. One of the things I've noticed, I've been doing a lot of VGC laddering recently, and one of the things I've noticed is that your average SPF player switches a lot more than your average Showdown ladder player.
I think that's certainly true, although I think part of that may be due to the differences in bulk and offensive firepower in this league versus maybe Regulation F. Switching tough whenever you switch in just gets one shot just through a stab shadow ball from a flutter main. So
That's fair. Um, yeah, there's a lot I could talk about Fluttermane specifically, but I guess that's not relevant to low tier heroes here. Well, that'll be
super not relevant.
that's next season. Brand picks up the first game with some great pivoting, and of course, and this monster Rampardos doing what it do. Uh,
And Screwy Drew apologizing for that game, which he lost, which interesting.
he probably felt he didn't play his best, but now he's ready here with cresting pants. Great name.
Resting pants.
That's like a
Who does
parrot.
not have any pants that I can see?
Oh, yeah. That's the tail. Oh, gets the trick room set up.
Ooh, a
That's
critical
hot.
blunder there.
That's hot, actually. The lightning rod to prevent the
Ooh, great Terra Grass here. Really
yeah.
absorbing, matching up well. We'll see if it pays
Ooh,
off for him.
Thunder Punch. Oh, if he had Thunder, Rhydon does have Thunderbolt. Wow, forgot about the lightning rod already.
Well, it was Cresting Pants lightning rod himself, I believe.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I
Yeah,
thought it's Thursday.
switches out the right on so that he can Thunderbolt
Yeah.
the Blastoise slot. This is looking good for Screwy Drew.
Yeah. It
Well,
does
those
so
rock
much.
slides are no joke.
Rampardos' attack is so high. He just ran out of guys. And
Yeah, I
the
just
trick room ends. Didn't kill him in time, and now you're
yeah.
now you're dead. Um, yeah. So the Grandview Grambles will end their season with a single win. Uh, but good stuff. Good team building out of the chute. I don't know if Andrew will be joining us for future drafts, but if he does, I look forward to seeing what he does in the future. And Brantley moves on.
Yeah, I really hope to see him come back. I think he was really dealt a shit hand.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be straight up. I was maybe banging the drum a little too hard in the Discord chat about him being should be able to waiver his full team, but the previous owner, in my opinion, just gave him a real heaping pile of doo doo there, and he made lemonade out of it. So
Yeah, made
great
playoffs.
job,
Yeah.
and made playoffs. So yeah,
Yeah, I'd love to see what Andrew can do with a team that he drafts. So yeah, we'll see. And congratulations to Bran. Best of luck on your run. Except unless you play me, then eat a dick. All right.
yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. The next we had Jackson's Jacked Sons, a two-win team, versus the Dallas Dunsparce, which I believe was also a two-win team. Um, this Reggie Gigas team we've broken down again and again and again. Um, interesting.
Will Nebraska
Yep.
revival blessing in any of these games? Okay,
Yes.
what's your bet, Dylan? I honestly don't remember these games. I couldn't tell you.
Uh, I think like the previous time we covered this team, the Rabska will use Revival Blessing, but on the wrong target.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
I believe you. I believe you.
by the way, this Crawdont was a late waiver for
I think
Drew, and I love Crawdont.
it's a good waiver. I love Crawdon. One of my favorite things. I love Corefish too. I also love this Sneasler hiding behind the pole like a
Hmm.
little creep of Kunkelder.
That's true. That's true. It's very powerful. You're like, oh, just look at this
Yeah.
five. All right, let's see how this game breaks down. No surprise on this lead. Um, no adapt. So you got to realize this neutralizing gas means no intimidate, no adaptability,
Yeah, really neutering the other team there with that neutralizing
and
gas and really
it's
buffing up Jackson.
and that knockoff still did so much even without adaptability. Wow, wrecked.
Done. Dunzo. Look at that.
Yeah,
Holy.
Crawdon is so strong. Holy cow,
Wheezing Geeking.
that's kind of wild actually. Oh, the Crabhammer crit. I don't know if that kills Eviolite Flaffy normally. Probably with the no, but the adaptability still wasn't up, so maybe not. You're
What a
not.
ballsy move to go for Guts Kunkelder
Yeah,
into neutralizing gas. That could really turn out badly for him.
that could. Also thinking on it, the Ditto comes in on the Conkeldurr because that looks like the obvious sweep into these things, but actually you don't have a flame orb, so you're not activating your own guts. You're at the disadvantage. I wonder if he maybe should have he probably lost anyway, but I wonder if he maybe should have dittoed the Daunt.
I honestly think if I'm in his position, I think I've lost this game. I'm saying which move set do I want to know more about? And
Mm.
honestly, I think I rather would know the Conkeldurr's move set. Whether or not it has Mock Punch, whether or not it has, Detect, if it's running a coverage move with its punch. Ditto's really interesting in that it does kind of scout as well, especially in those early games.
No, that's true. You're thinking in set terms, and I'm thinking in battle terms. That's why you're the former champ, and I'm not.
Former champ, yeah, just former though. And
Well, for now.
honestly, that game one kind of felt like you watched that like an MMA fight, and some dude does like a fucking crazy spinning back kick, and it gets blocked,
And then you
and
just
then it gets knocked out.
yeah.
That's how I felt about that Wheezing Giga Impact. I was shocked, I was impressed, and then it just kind of
Died.
died. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, game two. Here we go. No levitate on the Electros at the moment, so it can get unfortunate. Well, no, I said unfortunate, but you just one shot that Slow King,
oh,
pulling out the
six
explosion
explosion
again.
time,
Did it
an
again.
old classic.
Now here comes nope, not as I say. Here's where Rabska's supposed to come
Would have
in.
been great.
Yeah,
Oh God, it hurts.
and then it's dead.
Oh,
The Eviolite Flaffy. Wow, I would
I'm
not
surprised
have.
that didn't kill.
It might have been a roll. I'm very surprised.
Oh my God. This is actually looking okay.
Yeah. Let's see how. Let's see how this.
Electros kills the own Crawdont, And can he get the
Ooh.
kill here? He can.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
can Star Raptor pull off the 1v2 with
Oh,
Terra
that's
Ground?
brutal ground type.
Oh, wait. Okay, the static. You can get. Oh.
Oh my God, look at that. This has to be the terror of the season. Oh my God. Does
Oh
he have
no.
energy ball?
He's got.
Hex!
That's not enough. That's not going to kill. It's over. Oh no.
Oh,
Tragic. Oh,
dude,
Jackson.
that terror ground was clutch.
That was incredibly clutch. Oh, that was game one. That's apparently they were posted in reverse order, but that's
Oops.
okay.
Okay.
But anyway,
That
congrats.
honestly makes sense. After the mental damage, the game two, I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well, very impressive from Drew there. And he moves on. The final set. Uh, RyoTF versus Phony Spade. I don't even remember Riley's team name. The Leshy LeChonk versus the Lilac City Luckers. This is the Hale team. It's that we were perpetually disappointed with this season. Um, he's bringing the double snow setters. And then I don't remember. Let me see what John's record was. The Lilac City Luckers. Yeah, John was 2-5. Also, like had a good player with a very weird draft. He likes his goon squad. He likes his guys. Um, so we'll see how he puts them to use here.
There's really no other way to describe it. When you look down this line, I mean, you can ignore Rabombi, but you go Shiftry,
Hmm.
Berserker, Slowbro. My God,
Yeah.
my God. I mean, this looks like a group of just absolute terrors in a middle school locker room. Okay,
Yeah. Exactly.
they're not respecting anyone's boundaries.
Yeah. And then you've got Prime Ape here on the end giving you the stink eye.
Yeah, no, I think yeah, Primape's yeah,
All right. Let's see.
Primape's the guy.
All right. Let's get into it. This is the final playoff series that was played this week. Love the love the names with the pizza and the French fries.
Yeah,
Terrifier, you had to see this coming on one of his guys. Gets the Wind Rider. Blizzard also activates Wind Rider. This thing is strong right now. The
could you
Sunny.
have a stronger Pokemon right now?
Oh my God. Blocks the Sunny Day. The Gyro Ball does kill the Rabami, but a lot of damage has been done
Dude,
here.
I bet this Terrifier just one shots this fucking Sliggoo.
Yes, it does.
Oh
That is correct. That was a smart switch,
God.
knowing the fake out was incoming. Um, gets the Now the Rabambi's dead, so this snow's gonna be permanent.
It's a
Iron
big miss.
is it? He Terra fighting.
Okay, it's a big knockoff.
Yeah, the
You
slush rush
gotta
sand slash.
kill.
Wow,
He's turning the corner. Wow.
that Terra Blast killing is wild. Glaceon strong unit.
It has like 130 special attack or something insane.
Yeah, wow. Just cleaned up at the end with the slush rush, sand slash
And
and the Terra
that
fighting.
same choice band did because it used knockoff all times. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it was hitting pretty hard.
slush rush choice band that makes sense. Yeah, and this is Terra fighting. Did, we didn't see its item, so maybe it's got like a resist berry or something.
Could be specs, honestly. I don't know. I think it
No, he
does. No, it used different things. Maybe extra belt.
possibly, yeah.
Um,
I don't know that Terra Blast. Yeah, you're right. That Terra Blast did a lot, but you're right. But I don't know what its. I think its base special attack is pretty good too.
I think Slam Slash doing a cool thing there where,
Yeah.
and you'll see this in draft sometimes. You kind of wait out the storm of the
Hmm.
prep and like the first two turns planning, and then just come in with a sweeper late and just kind of clean house, and that can always be
Yeah.
a pretty good strat.
So I'm pausing because I noticed that. So John leads. This has the same leads as last time. He feels like he get. So I think he feels like he maybe got a little robbed there. Or at least he knows that this setup worked really well to begin with. Now obviously Riley's not going to Blizzard into Wind Rider a second time, but still just the one Tailwind boost, the Terrifier to block whatever comes from the Sand Slash, and then you just turn around and kill it. So I mean, you got to think that John feels like he's in a good position to win this, and that he's learned from the first one, and he takes out the thing that just obliterated him in the last game on turn one. So yeah.
And honestly, kind of a blunder here from Riley.
Mhm.
I think he has to be running not max speed or not. He didn't do his speed right for because this Sandslash got outsped, I believe, by the Rabombi because the Tailwind went off first. So, and that means he wasn't running max speed
The
by my
tailwind did not go
calculations.
off first. No,
Did it
his
not?
no, it didn't.
Oh, did Ice Spinner? Okay, never
He
mind.
ice spinnered into a Terra Fire
You're
Shiftry.
right. You're right. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Yep. So it sets the sun. Life Dew. Abomasnow comes back, sets the ice back up.
Punching.
Nice punch. Yeah, this Primeape's looking very healthy. That Blizzard did a lot, but not enough. Sunny Day comes back. This Primeape's staying very healthy. Is dead. But here comes Berserker. The Tailwind's still going to be up next turn.
Psychic Pizza.
Psychic over Moonblast is an interesting choice, but Riley does have a lot of steel types. By a lot, I mean two, so I get it. Um, anyway, so yeah, John wins this battle. Feels like feels like he's got the answers he desires to work the right way, but you got to
And
imagine.
the key difference there is Sandslash leading, getting
Yep.
not coming in as the late game sweeper. And I think you might want to wait out the storm a bit. You know, Tailwind's going to go up, but then if you survive 3 turns, or Bombi's going to go down, then you come in with the sweeper. Maybe that's what worked game one. We'll see if he goes back to that game three.
We haven't seen the Hitmontop yet, and Hitmontop can very much be a fake outer if you want to try and avoid the Tailwind setup this time. So if
Yeah, gotta always be careful with the covert cloak though. I think, and that's a
yeah,
big item for these Tailwind setters
that's
usually.
true. We don't. Yeah, that's true. We don't. I don't think we have. I don't know if it's been revealed what the Rabambi's item is yet, and it's game three. So yeah, do you want it? Do you want the 50-50 of Covert Cloak or no? Well, here comes the Hitmontop. No Abomasnow lead. So you got to imagine it's just going to Terrafire turn one again to try and eat the Blizzard. Terra fighting immediately gets faked out. Oh, gets faked out. The double fake. Yep, it does have Covert Cloak. Gets the
Yeah,
Tailwind off. Sunny Day. Terra Blast doesn't
big
kill.
live, big live,
That's a big live. It and the close
and he gets the
combat
kill
kills
back.
in response. Yeah.
Shiftry's not super strong. Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, so something's about to happen here on this turn. This overheat misses.
Oh, that's brutal.
I did this calc though after that because I saw this match live. I did this calc. That Primeape does not kill that Abomasnow, even though
I think Abomasnow's sashed too, right?
Abomasnow is sashed. Yes, the Abomasnow is sashed, but even if it wasn't, that wouldn't have killed.
Wild.
Because Primeape's base special attack is 65, and I asked John, and he didn't put any investment into it. And
Mhm.
yeah, it, that's the problem with those off-type coverage moves. Um, Going back to this drain punch strategy, it worked really well last time. The freeze dry doing barely any more than the drain punch got. John grabbing the momentum back here,
This is looking bad, but
but here he
late
come.
game,
Whoa! It
late
doesn't kill.
game,
It
and it
doesn't kill.
lives.
I know this is such a wild exchange here. That
Oh,
this Terra
and
fighting,
now it looks bad.
yeah, this Terra fighting Glaceon really put in some work this set. It's too late. Got and then yeah, and that's the end of the Lilac City Luckers.
I think you maybe try to go for a crit psychic there
Mm-hmm.
on Brain Cloud or maybe Moonblast if you have it, because Snow's going down next turn and like Tailwind doesn't actually do anything,
Yeah,
and you've already seen that Sandslash is faster than you. Yeah, that's a good game. That's a good game.
that was a really good set. Um, so yeah, so now we can now we can look at how the bracket is set up. Oops. Now we can look at how the bracket is set up here. So um, we've got the Zangoose Zinners versus the Laguna Lag. This is the sorry. I should break this down for the for anyone who isn't in the league that's looking at this. I don't know how many of those people there are, if any of them exist, but hey, content. So
Many of them, thousands, some would say.
yeah, I mean you hear it. Many people are saying.
Yeah.
Um, the on the so we have a essentially a double elimination bracket where half of the people in the bottom placement start in losers bracket, right? So anyone down here is in danger of elimination. Anyone up here can lose one set before before heading down here.
I
So
like losing stats. I
yeah,
think it's a great plan.
yeah, don't lose sets. We got the Zangoose Sinners versus the Laguna Lagging Tails. Zangoose Sinners almost went undefeated, but lost in the last week. He would say due to apathy. I would say due to overconfidence. Um,
Yeah. I think me and Casey were in a competition to see who reveals the least amount of information because we knew if I won, I would be playing him
yeah,
because of this weird fucking reseeding rule.
yeah. So yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you. I forgot that he lost to you.
Yes.
Um, that was a yeah ripper of a set. BC Beyond versus the Vancouver Villains. Rose City Rose Raids versus Skill Issue Skuntank. Once a Peps versus Molten Feather Berserkers. So yeah, the loser of your game with Casey will go on to face the winner of uh, Balin Leia Barbies versus Ride on D's Nuts. If I'm reading this correctly, yeah. And then uh, the loser of BC Beyond Vancouver Villains goes on to play the winner of me, Muck, versus the Ledians Lucky Lads. Um, the loser of Rose City Roserade's Skill Issue Skuntank goes on to face the winner of Karamja Whippers Leshy Lechonk. And then the loser of Once a Pep's Molten Feather Berserkers will go on to face the winner of Wet Ash Blissies and Dallas Dunsparce. You and I, along with the rest of the league in Discord, put together our March Madness style brackets. Some of them have already probably been broken because I thought that the Lilac City Luckers were going to win. So my bracket's already mildly broken on this side down here, but I wanted to go over our respective brackets. You'll probably have to share yours on the screen, but I can still I'll be able to blow it up for the stream if you screen share yours.
Yeah.
But I'll go over mine first. Long story short, I have the Zangoose Zinners going undefeated to win it all, although losing winning in game 3 in grand finals to the Balinleia Barbies, who I have winning a dark horse losers bracket, Cinderella story to have a crushing, not a crushing, a heartbreaking finals.
Nice, nice.
And I have myself losing to BC Beyond in next round. I at least gave myself the benefit of the doubt that I can beat Tyler.
Okay, okay.
Um, yeah, this is so. Yeah, this is.
How does it make more sense for us to go by pick by pick?
Let's go pick by pick.
Yeah, yeah.
In
So
fact, if you start sharing your screen and I can put them side by side,
sure.
probably I can probably put them side by side. Okay, there we go.
We starting the winners bracket or what are you doing?
We'll start on the winners bracket.
Yeah.
So here we have the Zangoose Zinners and the Laguna Lagging Tails. We both have the Zangoose Zinners winning that one. Um, I have the Vancouver Villains. I have the Vancouver Villains advancing here. You have BC Beyond. I definitely feel like this match could go either way.
Yeah, that was a tough one, but I just And I think Mark Parker's nerves can often get the best of him, but I just like the matchup for him, so I went with BC Beyond.
That's fair. Um, Rose City Rose Raids versus Skill Issue Scun Tank. I have the Skill Issue Scun Tank pulling off this upset. I am I'm a little biased just because I talked to Michael recently and he seems really impassioned to try and do his best in this match, and I think he might catch James unaware.
And I think didn't he beat him already once this season, or am I misremembering? Maybe that was Joe I'm thinking of.
Joe did beat James. It's funny. I just went back and looked at the records, so I feel like I should know that. You know what?
That's
That
fine. Wait, it's fine.
I was say it's
Let's go.
checkable. It's right there. Okay, fine. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Rose City Rose Raids tearing through the bottom of the bracket again. Oh, yeah, I have him fighting Michael again and then losing again in the
Yeah.
losers bracket. Um,
And in terms of, I guess the first round, I had Luckers winning as well, but I picked the other two right. I actually had Luckers kind of winning another one too, so that's not great for me. But
I also had the Leckers winning another one as well.
although to be honest, I'm looking at this bracket and I kind of think I may have been confusing teams at times because there's like the Lucky Lads, the Luckers, the Leshy Latron. There's a lot of L names running around here, and
A lot of L
Laguna.
names in the L bracket.
Yeah, yeah. So, um,
Did you have me beating? You didn't have me beating Tyler, you son of a bitch.
no, no, I didn't.
All right, that's fair. Playoff
Tyler's
Tyler's a
good.
different beast, I suppose.
I would think so, although he just is. Yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything, but he's distracted. He's distracted.
All right. Do you want to preview these lower bracket games?
Yeah, let's talk about these because these are all set right now, huh? So Boundlea Barbies, right on D's nuts. I
Yeah.
think this is a match people are excited for. I think
Oh,
Joe
where's the?
has been able to really put people into some uncomfortable situations with just a lot of offensive presence. And I think this has probably been his most successful season, I believe. I could be incorrect, or just from my perception, which is awesome. He seems to really like the Terra rule in terms of in-game decision making. I think Joe himself would tell you that he values his battling probably more than maybe his team prep. So um, Terra providing decision points at every turn until you use it, increasing the amount of variables, increasing the skill in game. He values that a lot. So
I also think this
if
Lucario just matches really well.
you don't think it does,
No, I do think it does.
it does. I think Charizard is definitely looks good, but he has ways to deal with it, and Zebstrika looks pretty dominant. I think it's the fastest. And does Zebstrika? I mean, one second, let me check one thing. But
Now,
I think having a fast electric type that just like sets the speed,
mhm.
and it learns electro web. So electro web is going to go off here on all of this
Well, yeah,
if he wants it.
it makes it makes it. This is not a safe team for Blastoise to set up in front of, which is often
No,
what Brantley tries to do is set that Blastoise up.
and I'd like to see more of a defensive support Blastoise, honestly, in this kind of role. I don't think this like run maybe Scald, Ice Beam, Fake Out, something else,
Yeah,
um, and just kind of get a little bulkier. Let it sit around for a few turns and just
yeah,
hit the stuff. Although I made it, maybe it doesn't learn Scald anymore. I know they've
yeah.
removed that from one of the
Actually,
Pokemon.
honestly, looking at how fast Joe's team is, I could see I could see this Giraffe rig coming in to set up a trick room.
Certainly, I think Draft Ray could. Klefki could too. Yeah,
Does
no,
Klefki learn trick room?
I'm like 95% sure it does.
Oh, sweet.
Um,
Yeah, that could be useful.
at least it used to, I think. But
If it used to, then
yeah,
it probably
it
still
does.
does. Yeah,
It does.
I
Yeah.
don't think they removed trick room from many people.
Um, but yeah, I think Zebstrika with left rub looks pretty dominant here if they want to spec C control, and Lucario can do some stuff once Charizard gets removed. So I think I'm gonna give a slight advantage to Joe on this one.
Yeah, I have Joe picked in my bracket in this matchup, so I gotta stick with my pick
Hmm.
there. And I think that yeah, I mean, you look at the speed tiers, you look at the type matchups. It seems tough for Riley, but Riley for Brantley, but it's Pokemon, so anything can happen. And also,
Anything can happen.
I'm also just seeing that this Muck maybe could go ape shit a little bit, actually,
Yeah,
with the right set.
yeah. No, it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna get one hit KO by anything on Joe's team.
Yeah,
So
exactly, and it's pretty strong.
yeah, yeah.
All right. The next fight
Talking
is
about Muck.
Yep. Speaking of Muck, I'm gonna talk very little about this because if I talk too much, I'm going to give something away
Sure, sure.
probably on it.
I'll take the lead on this one. I
Yeah,
think
go for it.
um Tyler's got some offensive heavy hitters.
He
He finally
wavered
has
for
it.
he fucking sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt already, but he fucking wavered his like whole team
Yes,
at,
because his
at the
team
deadline.
sucked.
So I have so there's
Yet
no
again.
there's no fucking tape to chew on this. Anyway.
hmm Um, which was good because his team was bad. His team looks scary now. Yay, Tyler. Um, yeah, I think it looks good now. I think ironically, Golem actually looks pretty good to your team, even though it's not one of the things he wavered. And I don't think Iron Leaves looks particularly great outside of maybe Natoros, but like, who cares? Um, so I think this is a lot of this is going to come down to does Treads get out of control? Because if Treads it can maybe live 2 or 3 turns and is just going to pick up KOs against what Tyler has. If I was him, I would be running a Choice Scarf, Defiant, Passimian to soak up Tauros Aqua, Intimidate, put pressure on Iron Treads. Also, you can run Rock Slide with that. Be you turning in and out, things like that, and just really trying to take down all these threats individually. I think this isn't going to be a matchup that comes down to overall team strats. It's just two dudes button heads trying to see whose Pokemon comes out in top.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that this game is likely to take place at Beak Bonk, so we will
True.
probably be either tired, distracted, or drunk, or some combination of the three. Um,
I'm gonna make sure it's all combination of three because I'll be there as well. We're
Hell
not
yeah.
bonking.
So this is
It's
so
not a real set.
exactly. It's gonna be barn burner. All right. After that we have. I have me winning that game. You have me losing that game. We'll see who's right on that. We have the Karamja Whippers versus the Leshy
Especially with
Lechonk.
chalk.
Yeah. These two fought, I think, in the regular season.
They're in the same divisions they did, yeah.
Yeah. And I
I believe
believe
Karamjo Whippers won.
I believe the Karamja Whippers won. Yeah. Um, and it's not hard to see why. Oh yeah, this was the crazy for that was a crazy for alligator. No, the crazy for alligator game was against Tyler. But anyway, this Cobalion matches.
Horacat
So
and Cobalion go fucking crazy into this
yeah,
game.
absolutely.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I need to say more. I think Isaac has a major team advantage.
Hmm.
Um, but Riley obviously has a lot of good experience, is a very good
Yeah.
battler. So, I mean, I don't.
Body
I
pressed
think
body press Corviknight looking pretty good here actually.
I think a like Terra Fairy Corviknight with Iron Defense and Body Press
Hmm.
could go kind of crazy, or maybe like a Terra Water, maybe I don't know,
Even
but
terrifying.
uh, yeah, Terra Fighting could be good too. I like that set. I think that could be something. I think when you have a bad matchup, piece of advice, bad matchup, try to look for a win condition that you can create that they're one not expecting and two can just win the game if unaccounted for.
So you're talking about Terra.
So I'm talking about Terra. I'm talking about I mean, yeah, Terra in this case. But often there's like little sweepers that you can build around and you can say, hey, my matchup sucks. 5 out of 6 of my Pokemon are gonna die to your 4 best Pokemon, and you're gonna bring them every time, and that fucking sucks. But I can sacrifice my shitty Pokemon and just use them as support while I build up with my one Pokemon I'm gonna use to sweep. And if you do that, it's a way to kind of get around this matchup because yeah, giving these like pawn sacrifices, essentially your piece sacrifices, if you're thinking in chess terms of these shitty Pokemon, and then leading it to one just like mating pattern. So, just a thing, when if you're stumped in team preview, maybe start looking for just a unaddressable win con and how to build around that kind of
Yeah.
strat rather than trying to go blow for blow with like a 6v6 kind of mentality. Just focus on the one.
Embor gets belly drum, right?
I don't know. It looks like it has a belly. I
It's
hope
got
it
a big
drums.
It's got. I say, if Embor has
Its
a
its
big belly
speed is
drum,
the problem, probably, but yeah.
yeah,
I tell you who does get belly drum is Magby.
yeah. Corviknight gets tailwind.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying.
There's
Yeah.
stuff there.
But you're right. But you're right. I think I agree with your overall point that for Riley to win this, he's gonna have to do something unexpected
Yeah.
because the matchup looks really tough for him.
Yep.
All right, and then yeah, our final game, the Wet Ash Blissies versus the Dallas Dunsparce. Wet Ash Blissies having a really great start to the season, somewhat quiet, back to the season, and but the Dallas Dunsparce are had a tough had a rough regular season. Um, looked, I mean, amazing Star Raptor play aside, looked a little shaky against Jackson, although he did in what we now know is game two found his footing. Um, this the late season Crawdont and Sneasel pickup have been doing some good for him though. So I don't know who do you like here?
I think Slitherwing does really well. Staraptor's obviously a problem, but beyond that, it's just going to be hitting really hard, and you can deal with Staraptor. Like that's one more Pico or Wug Trio hit away from dying. Staraptor's not super bulky.
How does
I
Slitherwing
also
get through Slowking? How does he get through Conk?
Well, Conk it double it or at least single resists, and I think just offensively will out pressure it.
Oh.
Slow King, that's a good point. I guess. I mean, it's neutral into with bug at least. Does poison resist bug? I don't actually know.
I
Um,
think poison resist bug. Um,
but either way,
yeah.
I like the Slitherwing here. Yeah, it resists bug.
Okay.
But I especially though like the Mimikyu just
Mm.
because
I
so
was
much
looking at
of
that.
Drew's attacks like are really hyper offensive, and Mimikyu is just like a fuck you to hyper offense. Like it's a built-in focus sash that's better than focus sash.
Yeah. It
It
can't.
will take a hit. It basically hits everything on his team for
Oh
at
yeah.
least neutral or super effective. So
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Looking at it, he's immune to Staraptor Facade, or whatever normal stab it likes. He's immune to uh, he's immune to Conkeldur's Mock Punch in close combats, um, and neutral to knock off. Um, super effective on Crawdont and fast into it. Um, yeah, the Mimikyu does look really good here. Looks really good here.
um, yeah, I agree. Something else I want to highlight: Dragonair. Its
Hmm.
base stats are 420. What do you think about that, Dylan?
Blaze it.
Plays it. That's what I
I
thought.
uh, Dragonair is sort of off top. It's sort of off topic, but I can loop it back around. Dragonair is a very useful Pokemon in the Pokemon Stadium 2 Dart Draft format that we use
It is.
because its rental set is like it's like it's like Supersonic, Thunder Wave, and then like Body Slam and Dragon Breath, and it's bulky and obnoxious. And now that you slap and you bring it to here and you slap an Eviolite on it, and you can just kind of go to town with support moves.
This is also tangent, but I think as I'm thinking about it, I think Darts Draft is the event more than any other event that we should absolutely try to do some sort of stream, but like very with a very serious like ESPN style broadcast on it. Um, because
Yes.
you could really like ham it up, I think, in that format. I think people would be interested to watch it.
Yeah, we could do it. We
Um,
could do it like the Pro Bowl, where you have like you have the first event, which is the dart, and that
yeah,
the dart throw, which has its own commentary. So anyway, this is a live brainstorming meeting. But yeah,
no,
I agree. We'll do it
yeah, I'm imagining Ben's backyard specifically, but
this summer.
yeah, can't wait. Um, I think this is tough. I think Drew really turns it on the second half of the season, and Hallie's really fell off. But I think Hallie's gonna try to get her first playoff win and come out on top.
Yeah, I always find it's always wild to me that Wug Trio has base 120 speed.
Dude, it's
That's
fast, dude.
yeah,
These
base
wugs be wugging.
yeah 120 speed, 100 attack, nothing else. But
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I I'm gonna you know I'm gonna do my brand as the Hallie supporter, and you do the your brand as the Hallie hater. And
No, I'm picking her to win. I'm picking her to win.
oh, I thought you were picking. My bad. Uh,
No,
no,
I
no.
can for content. I can switch it on a dime if you want.
Well, no, it's okay. We don't need a we don't need a heel turn just yet.
Okay.
We'll see where we are next week. But yeah, I've got Hallie winning this on my bracket. I think yeah, I think it's another case where the matchup just like it favors her, and you're right. She's gonna be hungry. Uh,
Hungry for that W.
all right.
I guess
That's
quick bracketology question. Who do you got winning it all?
oh the Zangu
Ooh, okay.
Sinners. The Zangu
Oh,
Sinners. Did yeah.
what? Holy shit, Cinderella run.
I have a Cinderella run that ends in heartbreak. Yeah, I based it. I based this. I made this bracket the same way I make my March Madness brackets because the way I see March Madness always going is like a bunch of crazy shit happens and then a predictable winner wins it all.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what I expect to happen in this bracket. A bunch of crazy shit's gonna happen that we don't expect, and then some Cinderella team is gonna get bounced by Casey or Eric in the finals.
Yep. I got the Peps winning against Casey in the finals. Not super surprising, but
Yeah,
yeah,
fair. We have the same upper bracket finals.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
Best
any
of luck.
last thoughts you got for
I was just gonna say best of luck to everyone in their playoff matches this week, except Tyler. Fuck you. And I look forward to breaking this down with you next week, schedule pending.
yeah, I'm excited to watch some more games. We'll have a little more meat to the bone,
Yeah.
and I should be a little more free next week and not under the gun. So
Hell
we should
yeah.
be able to record. It'll be great.
Sweet, sweet.
All right. Best of luck, people. Keep battling. Let's see some fun stuff.
All right.